안녕하세요.
你好.
你好.
여러분 안녕하세요.
Здравствуй.
How do you do?
Hello. 你好. 大家好.
大家好.
저는 삿포로를 너무 사랑합니다.
Hi everyone, you listen to Sapporo Navigation provided by Sankakuyama Broadcast Station. I'm Kentake from Hokkaido University English Speaking Society, and today I'm joined by Yoshi from Hokudai ESS as well. Thank you for listening to this program. We really appreciate having this opportunity to be audio personalities. From this channel, we're going to provide information about Sapporo. This program targets foreigners who live or stay in Sapporo, and also Japanese who study foreign languages like us. You can listen to this program on the internet or application called Listen Radio. Please recommend this program to your friends. Phone number is 011-640-3330. Fax number is 011-640-3331. Email address is request@sankakuyama.co.jp. Now on to the music. This is Friday I'm in Love by The Cure. So hello everyone, I'm Kenta and I'm joined by Yoshi as I said earlier. Hello Yoshi, how are you today?
I'm good now.
Yeah.
But I know it's really hot today.
Yeah, it is very hot today. I think it is as hot as Tokyo.
Yep.
Or Kanto region. How are you feeling right now? Are you feeling happy or like depressed by the hotness?
Yep. I depressed by the hotness.
Oh really?
Yeah. I want to go outside now.
Yeah.
These days.
As a person who have survived the winter this year as well, I'm feeling extremely happy to welcome the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you will know what I mean by the end of the year. Alright, so let us share some of the news from this week or last week that we are interested in. Okay, so I'm gonna let you go first. So Yoshi, what kind of news have you got that you want to share?
Actually, it's like I heard the news about in the US.
Yeah.
So this news is related to Pokemon card.
Oh right, Pokemon card.
Yeah, do you know this news?
I don't think I've heard of the news related to Pokemon cards.
Okay, I'll provide exactly. So in the US, there is an emotional story related to Pokemon cards. One boy sells his precious Pokemon card to buy a vaccine to save the life of his sick dogs.
Okay.
So, yeah, as a result, many people knowing his action to make the money, and he can get enough money to treat his dogs. Yeah.
Is it the vaccine for the COVID or other diseases?
No, it's like just other sick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it means that you can make a lot of money by selling Pokemon cards, right?
Yeah, and I was like, actually, it's like a few people buy it, and instead of buying it, it's like everyone like gathering and donate the money, and yeah.
Are they making Pokemon cards still like today as well? Today? Like
me?
No, are they still making Pokemon cards like the companies?
Yep.
Really?
Of course.
Because when I was like 5, I saw the cards, and I thought it was like a very long time ago. Yeah. I didn't know that they were still making them.
And now Pokemon card is really popular.
Oh, really?
It's separate from this news.
Yeah.
Like I really like collecting the Pokemon cards still now.
Oh, really?
And on May 28th, the new Pokemon cards have begun to be sold. However, the series of Pokemon cards are so popular that more people want to buy them now.
Yeah.
And therefore, in most stores, including Sapporo, new series of Pokemon cards which I wanted to buy is sold out.
Right.
It's still sold out.
My question to Pokemon card collectors or any other like card collectors is, do you happen to play it or do you just have them?
Never. I just like collecting.
Okay.
And, yeah, seeing.
You don't sell them either, do you?
Yeah.
You sell them?
Excuse me?
Do you sell them?
No, never. Like
Okay.
just collecting. Like I like to like see as like view a picture of this Pokemon card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I used to play it when I was like in kindergarten with my brothers. Yeah. I never knew the rules, but I just played it anyways.
You forget that?
No, at the time when I was playing, I didn't know the rule, but I just played it because I felt like playing without a rule.
I see.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you for your news. My topic is kind of related to COVID. Japan will now allow elderly people nationwide to book coronavirus vaccinations at state-run mass vaccination centers in Tokyo and Osaka, the government said Thursday. The move to expand the target areas from 7 prefectures in the Tokyo and Kansai areas comes as part of efforts to accelerate the country's inoculation drive. Many slots still remain vacant at the large-scale sites. Yeah. So finally, we are receiving vaccination. And yesterday, I heard from the university, from Hokudai University, that we're gonna get vaccinated from the end of June.
Really?
Yeah.
I never heard that.
Because there are so many like Hokudai students in Sapporo. And
Yeah,
Hokudai, like those who are working in Hokudai. So it is very effective actually to like vaccinate Hokudai students and people who are working in Hokudai because they take up such a large percentage of the population in Sapporo City.
Even though I'm Hokudai student, Hokkaido University student, I miss to get that information.
Yeah, but it's not definitive, so there might be some changes to the plan. But yeah, this looks very hopeful.
Did you get via email?
Yes.
Oh, really? I'll check after that.
But I think like sooner or later, all the people will start getting vaccinations, and it is said that by the end of October or November, everyone will get vaccinated.
Through summer vacation, right?
Right.
Oh.
But another question is, in the presence of Olympic Games, what are we going to be? Yeah. So how are you feeling about finally getting vaccinated?
I'm a bit. Yeah, that's good. I think that's good news for me. And if I get vaccine, so like our club activity will start again. So I really hope to get it.
I forgot what it felt to be normal. Like I forgot how it felt to go outside without wearing face masks. I think by the time I take off the masks, I think I will feel very weird about exposing my face to the world.
We are getting used to.
Yeah. Some people are still worried about vaccination because they hear about a lot of side effects in the vaccine.
I see.
But the side effect rate is extremely small. So I'm not worried about it, like at least for now.
To be honest, we are not like scientists, so like actually I can say it's like something important about vaccine.
Yeah, but I guess there are like side effects to all vaccinations.
Yeah.
So
also,
you can't blame it. All right, thank you for sharing your news. Okay, let's get to the next music. This is Somebody to You by The Vamps. Upcoming events at Sapporo Concert Hall. Sapporo Concert Hall Kitara has been closed for renewal since November 2020, and it is going to reopen in July 2021. Music has come back to Kitara. We will invite Tetsu Nakai and Ayumi Ichino, who are Kitara's associate violinist and pianist. We are going to celebrate the reopening with Sapporo Symphony Orchestra. This commemorative concert is named Kitara's Birthday, Satsukyo with Yasunaga Tetsu and Ichino Ayumi. You will enjoy Mozart's piano concert and symphony. The date is July 4th, 2021. Concert starts at 3 p.m. The venue is Sapporo Concert Hall, Main Hall. Tickets cost 5,500 yen for S seats, 4,500 yen for A seats, and 3,500 yen for B seats. If you are 25 or younger, the tickets are 1,500 yen. Following this event, the projection mapping and an organ concert will be held in August. The concept of this concert is the unification of organ's beautiful tones and magical visual effects. Using projection mapping techniques and stage lightings, we will perform soundtracks from classic films such as Star Wars, Harry Potter, and Jurassic Park. Come witness a new charm of organs. You can purchase pair tickets. Please enjoy music with your family members or friends. Date is August 20th. Concert start at 7 p.m. The venue is Sapporo Concert Hall, Main Hall. Tickets cost 3,000 yen for general public, 5,000 yen for pair tickets. High school students and younger can purchase tickets for 500 yen. You can purchase tickets in Kitaro official webpage, Kitaro's Ticket Center, and Sapporo City's Play Guides. Phone number for Kitaro's Ticket Center is 011-5210-1234. For inquiry, please contact Sapporo Concert Hall Department. Phone number is 011-520-2000. Okay, we are back. And as I said earlier, it's getting hot in Sapporo. And it is one of the occasions for me to feel happy about living in Hokkaido. And what you need is a place to escape to in search of coolness. So in this section, we'd like to talk about the places to visit in summer in search of coolness. So Yoshi, you are living in Hokkaido right now.
Yep.
And maybe we can say that Hokkaido itself is a place for coolness.
Yeah.
In Japanese, this is called hishochi. This is like a place you escape to get some coolness.
Yeah. See.
Yeah. So I just want to ask you, were there any that kind of places that you can visit in search of coolness in Chiba Prefecture?
Chiba, most of Chiba Prefecture are really hot.
Yeah.
And but Kujukuri, I think this record, I introduced the Kujukuri,
the beach.
Kujukuri Beach. So the place is really cooler than the where I live in.
Yeah, because it's ocean after all. People are going to ocean. Yeah. I did a quick research on the internet and I found 10 popular places in Japan. So this is from hotels.com, a website. It's like a travel website. So I'm going to introduce 10 places to visit. Hokkaido's Furano, Hokkaido's Toyako Lake, and Hokkaido's Hakodate, and Aomori's Towadako Lake, and Oirase Keiryu Mountain Stream, and Gunma's Kusatsu Onsen Hot Spring, Nagano's Kamikochi, and Kanagawa's Hakone Hot Spring, and Tochigi's Nasukogen Plateau, Tokyo's Okutama, and Kumamoto's Mount Aso. Yeah, they are very famous, but I got some places that I've never heard of. Well, I've heard of things like Oirase Keiryu Mountain Stream, but I've never looked into the information before. Yeah. Were there any places from this list that you wish to visit?
I've been to Furano for a long time ago when I was a kindergarten. Yeah, I remember a very beautiful place. It's like lavender.
Yes, it's famous for lavenders and how colorful lavenders are placed in order.
And also I remember the ice cream made.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it actually made of lavenders?
Flavor of lavenders.
Oh, okay. So does it taste like? I don't know. I've never tasted flowers before.
It tastes like lavender, but the flavor is lavender.
Right. But as I said, if you're in Hokkaido, you're not that hot in summer.
Really? Like, I think today is really hot.
Yeah, it is
Still,
hot,
yeah.
but it's much less humid than Tokyo or my home prefecture, Shizuoka prefecture. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's like this year we need to wear the masks. So it's really hot for me, for us.
Well, speaking of other places in Japan, I recommend everyone to go to Nagano prefecture. Nagano prefecture is they have mountains, and there are so many camping sites and camping resorts. And what is great about this Nagano camping site is that it is up on the mountain, so you feel very cool and you actually feel very cold at night.
Sounds great.
But because of COVID, from last year, people are not cannot go to those places.
Sure.
But if it is a natural place, such as lakes or mountains, then you can go to those places because there are not so many people gathering around. Hot spring might be kind of worrisome, but
close range.
Yeah. So, as summer approaching, are there any plans to visit somewhere?
Never so far. But I hope to visit somewhere in Hokkaido.
Yes.
Because especially I like to visit. Aikok. Do you know the stations means fortune? Do you know?
I've never heard of it.
There are one station. They stopped using it already, but it's famous for the Kofuku-eki. Kofuku-eki means the future fortune station.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. I like to visit there.
Well, if you're wondering where you want to go, in Sapporo City, I recommend you to go to some mountains, such as Moiwayama Mountain.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm actually planning to climb the mountain this weekend.
Oh, really?
Hopefully, yeah. The plan is I'm going to wake up early in the morning, 5 a.m. or 6 p.m. And I will get to the summit by 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. Yeah. And before sun goes up, I will climb down so I don't have to feel the hotness of the sun.
Is Moiwayama taller?
I think it is the tallest in Sapporo City.
Oh, really?
And what you can get when you get to the summit is the entire view of Sapporo City. And if you're lucky enough to climb up the mountain in the morning, you will see clouds below.
Oh, really? That's great.
It is a sight. I've never experienced it by myself, but I looked at the picture. It was amazing. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Okay, let's stop our imagination to those places. Let's get to the next music. This is Electric by Katy Perry. During the time of crisis, people find themselves faced with lifestyle changes. One of the earliest and most noticeable changes seen during the COVID-19 lockdown was how we consume media, and especially how we read. So in this section, we'd like to talk about reading or books in the time of COVID. This passage says that people changed the ways of reading, or we changed how we perceive reading and how we perceive books. So Yoshi, do you think that you have changed the way of reading or your perception of books in some ways?
Because of COVID-19.
Yeah, because of like lockdown and lack of communication with people and all that.
Yeah, like I know, like but because all classes of university online, my club activities stop protection from infection of COVID, and like I had a lot of time to like do something by myself.
Right.
And also, I started to read a lot of books. And also like before it's like I sometimes visit the bookstore, but before like coming to Sapporo, I avoided like going outside and avoid to use like using bookstore directory. So I sometimes use the online book.
Right.
Yeah, this is kind of like changing. This is kind of change my change of perception of the two books.
Do you mean that you didn't like going to bookshops, or you are just not interested in like bookshop?
I'm really interested in bookshop now. Before COVID-19, but now it's like I just like avoid like for my protection.
Right. Yeah. Well, like what kind of genres do you think that you started reading because of COVID?
I like to read detective stories.
Right. They are very interesting.
Yeah, I really like to be into stories in my mind and find some truth with characters according to stories.
Well, for me, before COVID, I loved books and I loved reading, but I was mainly reading non-fictions, such as scientific books or like, how to improve my motivation or productivity and that kind of self-help book stuff. But because of COVID, I couldn't go out and I couldn't do any adventures. So I think that is why I started turning to more novels or fictions, stories. Yeah. Like what I love about reading fiction is that you can like get the same not the same experience, but it almost feels like you're experiencing it without going there. Some research has found out that like your brain activity is almost the same as when you're actually doing it, when you're reading. So if you read about running, your brain reacts to the like running part. Like it feels like your brain feels like you're actually running.
Like kind of power of imagination, right?
Yes.
That's great. My favorite topics are science fiction also. And I really like the Star Wars series.
Oh, you're reading Star Wars in...
not like... I also like movies, but also there are some books, like Star Wars books.
Like one of the perks, one of the good things about living in Sapporo is that you can get foreign books from overseas. If you go to Kinokuniya bookshop, it is one of the largest bookshop in Hokkaido. You can get like hundreds of foreign books.
Some Star Wars books haven't been translated yet. So I hope to visit. I didn't know. I don't know. It's like there are so many like foreign books in Kinokuniya actually. So because I just moved to here. So, I think I heard the good news for me.
And also one thing that we like need to do, or we have to do during the pandemic, like lockdown, is reading classic fictions, I think. Like normally, like people read do not read classics very often because maybe they don't have time, or new books are coming and coming and coming, so we don't have time for reading classics. So because we have time in our room, I think it's great to turn to those classic books. I recently read something called To Kill a Mockingbird, which is called Alabama Monogatari in Japanese, and it was great. So if listeners have chance to take the book, I recommend you to read To Kill a Mockingbird. Yeah. So speaking of classic, do you have any recommendations either in English or Japanese?
I'm sorry, I don't have kind of insight about the classic. I think it's Kento-san is part of Department of Literature in Hokkaido University, right?
Actually, I belong to agriculture.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I misunderstood. I have a misunderstanding.
It's alright. Yeah. But reading is a relief for me. It's a way for me to put out my stress. So when I am having hard time because of research or, assignments or shukatsu job hunting, I always read books to get away from the reality. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. But by the time I come back from, the fiction and imagination, I feel okay somehow. So it's not just I'm running away from the reality. It's more like when I finish reading, I am ready to face the reality. Because I know that the characters in the book are experiencing far more hard stuff and harsh experiences.
Yeah.
So compared to them, my experience and my problem is almost nothing. So if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it was fun talking with you about reading and books. Let's get to the next music. This is X's by Lute. We are back for the final segment of the program. And in this section, we'd like to talk about video games or games in general. Okay, so this is from BBC. Video games especially have become a necessary tether for people to friends they aren't able to see as much or at all in person. Combined with phone calls, text and chat tools like Discord, video games are giving people a way to share fun, escapist experiences with each other when their shared reality is darker. They also act as a conduit for discussing the harder topics like depression. Whether it's shooting aliens together in near silence or opening up about feelings or loss, playing video games is serving a valuable purpose. Okay, so my first question to Yoshi is, do you play video games?
Yeah, I really like to play games.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You really like them?
Yeah, really.
Not just like them.
Yep.
What do you think makes you different from other players?
Actually, rather than reading books, or I can be into the game world. To be honest, yeah.
Right.
It's really forget my stressfulness and make me relax.
Yeah.
And but sometimes the mistake of game cause me anger.
Right.
Feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. It says here in the passage that games is serving a valuable purpose. So it is seen as a very good thing here. But in my view, traditionally in Japan, especially, the video games are kind of thought to be some bad thing for children to engage in. Yeah.
I see.
So, do you agree or disagree with the, what is being said about video games?
Partially agree with that. Yeah, I spend a lot playing video game and forgets something I need to do.
Yeah.
And it is really catastrophic for some time for me.
Yeah.
It's like to break the timetable.
Right.
But
do you think that you have like learned something from like video games in any form?
Actually, I don't think so. There are nothing I can learn from play game, but just for like relieve my like stressfulness. Yes.
Well, I used to play a Mario Brothers when I was like in elementary school. And what I learned from that game is that I will get better if I try it over and over again.
Kind of philosophical.
Yeah.
Like,
it teaches us that failure is an essential part for success. In reality, we are so, scared of making a mistake that we cannot actually make a mistake. But if you make a mistake, then you can be better next time. Yeah.
Yep. We can like try again and again.
Yeah.
And Mario game in Mario. Yes, that's true. I think I've heard that in Kaga Prefecture there are kind of rules.
Yes.
For
I think about 6 months ago we talked about this news in Sapporo Navigation. Yeah. In Kaga Prefecture, there's like an ordinance from the municipality that to limit the usage of video games. Yeah. Well, one major change that I see in the history of video game is that it is shifting from individual activity to more like a group activity.
I see.
You can take many video games, for example. For example, you can take Animal Crossing from Nintendo. You play it with other players.
I often play it with my friends.
Yeah. So do you think that video games being more like a connection to, do you think it is a good shift or bad shift? Because some people might say that we will we are not going to learn how to communicate with people in reality, like in person, if we engage in video games in this way. So do you think that it is true, or do you think that it will help us cultivate communication skill?
I think this is a good shift for us, because we are now separate from us because of protection of COVID-19, and there are new type of communication appears in our world. It's this new type is kind of via online, that's so therefore it's just playing with directory is old culture. Will be old culture in the future, I think.
Do you remember what it was like, what the video games was like in 2000 or 2005?
I began to play Momotetsu, you know? Means train the peach. So this is a game of more sophisticated Sugoroku.
Right.
I know that Sugoroku is a Japanese typical board game.
Yes.
So I think similar to the game of life, this game, or Snakes and Brothers.
Yeah.
I don't know it's this game, but it's come from our country. And explaining Sugoroku is this is kind of each player given object. And object to navigate from the start to the finish according to the dice roll. So,
this is a typical type of games, but it never dies. Well, what I get amazed by video game is that the evolution of the video games. I started video games when I was 6 or 5, and in 15 years I've seen this much revolution. So I don't know what's going to come in the next 15 years or 20 years. My hypothesis is that able the VR technology or AR technology will be involved in the video game, and you can actually create the fake reality in front of you. Yeah.
I agree with that. It's like I really like so kind of this kind of like it's like treating this kind of topic anime like sort of online. Do you know this anime?
Yeah.
It's kind of like
it's similar.
This
similar
motif
concept.
is like virtual reality.
Yes. Okay, so thank you for talking about sharing your like opinions on video games. Okay, so next program will be provided in Korean on June 25th. Next English program will be provided in July 9th. The address is 札幌市西区8軒1条西1丁目2の5三角山放送局. So how was today's recording, Yoshi? Did you enjoy it?
Yep, of course.
Yep. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for listening, everybody. See you. Have a good weekend.